So today is Sunday, friends. Welcome to the channel Share and Learn by Vikas. Share these sessions with your family, friends, colleagues, and near and dear ones. Like the discussions if you really like the discussions, and do subscribe the channel Share and Learn. So today we are going to discuss the fourth habit, which is barrier to success, and that is resistance to advice. What is resistance? Resistance is basically trying to stop something from happening. There's a dictionary meaning. And what is the advice? Advice is an opinion that you give somebody about what he, she should do. So what can be the resistance to advice? To stop taking an opinion about what we should do. And this is a clear barrier to success. So friends, let's go deep and understand resistance to advice. So let's ask a question. What are the indicators of resisting to advice? Why we actually resist to advice? The reasons are because we try to do all by ourselves, we refuse to listen to others, and we forget that others can give us a logical arguments and facts. So what resisting to advice can lead to? If we resist to the advices, what it will lead to? It will be definitely leading to the lack of learning, failure to gain new skills. Leading to success by other helps is required. And if we resist to the advice, we will lead to lack of learning and failure to gain new skills. So the question still remains, why we resist to advice? Because of our pride, ego, and insecurity, and afraid to admit something which I don't know, because others may make fun of me. Also, advice looks like that I am told to do what should be done. By the way, it's hard to accept advice. It's a frank situation, and we all need an improvement to take advice, including me. So still one question remains. Why sometimes we accept advices? Because it is easy to accept those advices which we want to hear, and advices which tells us what needs to be learned will likely to add value, and therefore it is not accepted because it is coming as a boomerang to us. The discussion point here is taking advice is misunderstood as confirmation to what we are thinking to act upon. If we have approached somebody for an advice, and if he or she speaks something which I do not like upon, and that is the reason we do not take advice, and whatever he or she speaks in favor of us while giving advice, that we take as a confirmation that yes, this advice is good and it is completely aligned to my thought process. Actually, this is not an advice. So question still remains, what we should do then? Simple. The answer is very simple. Take advice, embrace advices. This will help us to enrich our knowledge because of others' experience. So the next question is, why to take advice and not to resist taking advice? So answer remains, by seeking advice from right people, we can develop solutions to our problems, deepen our thinking, sharpen our decision making, and of course we can also become an influencer and extend the advice to the people who look towards us. Now we know a little bit about why to take advices. Now we should also talk about what should we avoid while seeking an advice. So number one, thinking that you already have all the answers, which will result into overconfidence and assumptions in decision making. And assumption in decision making doesn't work at all. Two, choosing a wrong advisor. Here I do not mean to say that anybody who gives a wrong advice is a wrong advisor. No. Choosing a wrong advisor means a very like-minded advisor. He will give say yes, yes, no, no, whatever you say, and then you will not be able to get an advice on your project. And choosing a wrong advisor also means an indifferent advisor. He doesn't know what is advising, and then we are taking an advice from him or her. 3. Defining the problem poorly means elaborate the problem with 360-degree approach, or advisor may misdefine your problem. That is also very important. While you are defining your problem, and if you want to get a real advice which will help you to lead to success, which means that you should elaborate the problem with a 360-degree approach. 4. Do not discount the advice. The perspective of advisor will definitely matter. Do not underestimate or dismiss it. We may misjudge the quality of advice if advisor gives an advice which we disagree from the core of our heart and mind. So the question still remains, from whom to take advice? So who cares about you, who really care about you, and who has a clear expertise, or the person who is competent by at least experience, who can give us a clear measure of success. Do not resist to advise. Choose your advisor carefully, as we have discussed just few minutes back. Good habit is, which will lead to success, is taking advice. And not taking advice is surely a derailer to success. Don't make these derailers habits or failure habits as your blind spot. So see you on next Sunday session, where we are going to discuss the failure habit number 5. While I work upon this topic, you can also share your comments with me for a meaningful discussions in this channel for the future video. Thank you very much for watching the discussions. Have a good week ahead.